Hi everyone. So today I'll be discussing with you regarding the band criteria, or you can say assessment criteria of writing task 1 and task 2. So there are 4 bullet points that you need to fulfill for getting good scores. First is task response, second coherence and cohesion, third lexical resources, and fourth is grammatical range and accuracy. Starting with the first, task response, what does it mean? For band 7, you need to address all the parts of the task. So first, what does this mean, addressing all parts of the task? For example, if you are given some argument and there is a question, discuss both the views and give your opinion. If you are discussing both the views in separate paragraphs and also giving your opinion at last, that means you are addressing all the parts of the question. If somehow you forgot to give your own opinion and it's asked in the question, then this part of band 7 is not fulfilled and you'll get less scores. So this task response is of around, like you can say, it's of 25%. It contains 25% of marks. Another point here required is it presents clear. You have to present clear position throughout the task. That means you have to be very well organized. You have to be very much clear with the picture you are showing to the examiner. You have to be very clear with your points, the points which you are writing in the task. Then presents, extends and supports main idea. This is very important thing. Why? I have seen many people, many students, that students used to write their lines, but they do not support them. Very much required for an IELTS exam. I'll give you an example. For example, you have stated one line, one reason. Bind newspaper appears to be a waste of money when the internet services are available for everyone. You have given one reason and you are just starting your another reason with this line, with this sentence. That is where you get wrong. That pattern you should not follow that pattern. Why? Because we need supporting sentence with each and every reason. So with this, we have the supporting reason here. It is clear to recognize that the internet services are being provided at a low cost or even free in many countries. This is the supporting sentence of this reason. For example, this is your first reason. You have given one reason, then you will start with your supporting idea, and then you will write secondly, and again one reason, and again one your support idea, which is very much required. Now the question is, how would you recognize that? How would you think that what to write in your supporting idea? For example, here we see they are talking about the newspapers, which appears to be a waste of money as there is lot much internet services which are available for everyone. So here you have to think why the internet services are available for everyone and how it is available. So here you will tell that internet services are provided at low cost and are even free in many countries. Now come over to the second point, which is coherence and cohesion. What does this mean? Coherence and cohesion is actually referring to the connectors and linkers which you have to use in your IELTS essay. First is use referencing and substitution. Okay, here they mean you need to use synonyms of you can't use one word all over an essay. No, you have to use synonym of word. For example, if you are using the word child, you have to use its synonym. You can write an individual, you can write toddler, you can write a student or junior. These are the things which here they are referring. And also referencing means when you are giving example, you need to be clear that where you have read that example. For For an instance, if I say it was stated in the Times newspaper in year 1991. So here I am referencing here the Times newspaper and also giving a particular year when the information was published. Now next comes beware of faulty and mechanical linking. That means it's not like that you will forcefully add some linkers or connectors in the sentences to make it look connected, to make sentences look connected. No, you don't have to be forcefully add any of the link. And then comes paragraph logically. Okay, this means you have to define your paragraphs in a logical way. For example, as I said, if you are given question discuss both views, then you have to discuss one view in the first paragraph, another view in the second paragraph. Or if I say you are given discuss advantages and disadvantages of the given statement, so you will explain advantages in the one paragraph and disadvantages in the second paragraph. So this is known as paragraph logically, right? And then comes your lexical resources. Lexical resources means you need to use a wide range of vocabulary and there should be less errors. And then comes your grammatical range and accuracy. For band 7, you need to form variety of complex structure. You need to give a number of complex structures in an essay, and there should be less error, not less, there should be error free sentences, right? Okay, frequent error free sentences, and grammar and punctuations few errors. That means punctuations means you are using a comma somewhere, full stop, there are semicolon. That means these are known as punctuations. You have to be clear, you have to be very precise with their usage. Then only you will be able to score band 7 or high. If somehow you are not fulfilling these criteria, you will get less scores. Therefore, many students complain that why they get 6 or 6.5 even after writing many complex sentences, because somewhere they are not good with their spellings, somewhere they are not good with their punctuations. So these are the things that you need to be very clear about for getting 7 band or more than that band.